Hello, Manny. I'm pleased to report I've got your distributor rebuilt and on the test machine. And to remind you, this is what yours looked like before. Somebody painted it blue, and you can see how grungy it was inside. There's another shot of it painted blue with the incorrect condenser on there, not even attached, as you can see right there. And this is the other side. This is where it was also painted blue and all rusty and grungy. And now you can see it's beautiful. All right, here's an oiler, and this thing's a little hard to twist, but you twist it and put oil inside here. Just a few drops. I've already oiled it, but that's something you'll do after a year or so of driving your car. Down here, there is a felt that's inside here, and that gets a few drops of oil as well. And what that does is lubricates the shaft between this shaft and the shaft down here, which you can see is not turning. And that's where your counterweights are, and your advance springs are down inside there. And someone had been in here before, and I had to do a new phenolic plate down here at the bottom. It's a very thin film that's real slippery, and it's what the weights slide on. And new points, and this is really cool here. This is a set screw, and then what you do is you loosen this, and then you use this eccentric right here to adjust the points and the dwell. And I will show you that in a little bit. Let's see if there's anything else. We got the correct ground strap on here. This grounds to the cylinder head. So that's right. Now then, expected values. All right, let's take a look at this sheet right here. And we're doing 190 SL. Our starting, let's see, our cam angle is 50, which is going to be on this scale right here, degrees of dwell. So we're at the 4-cylinder mark, and we're going to be looking for 50 down here. We've got our starting RPM is 320, and then we want 10 degrees advance at 940, and then 15 degrees advance at 1300. And that's going to be determined by our RPM dial right there. So what we're going to do is warm up the machine. Oh, also we're going to be checking our spark. We'll have flashes at the 4 corners here at 0 and 90. You won't be able to see the 180 up here, and then of course at 270 here, and we'll see our orange flashes. And so let's get this going here, get it warmed up. I've already calibrated the machine, so it should be ready to go, but we'll check calibration just in case. All right. Get it warmed up. Put it on calibrate. Okay, so our needle is where it's supposed to be. All right, put it back on 4-cylinder. We reattach our wires here. Okay. Now we're going to crank up to 320, our starting RPM. Now we're going to check up here. We're on the low scale right now. So there's 300, 320, and we're on the 0 right here. We're off by 1 degree here, right on the money here. Not bad up there. It looks like 1 degree off, so we're good there. Now then, our next, and then you can see we've got 50 degrees of dwell, which is where I preset it. And so what you do is you loosen this set screw, and then you can move this eccentric, and I'll show you what it does. See our dwell moving? What we want to do is, that's why this distributor machine is so great. We can set everything much easier than in the car. set it a little bit higher than 50. We'll snug this down. Yep, it'll move. That's another thing that happens, is it will move on us. So let's set it up about here and tighten it down. There we go. Right on the money. All right, so now we're tight. We're going to run it up to our starting. We got our starting RPM. So now what we want to do is go up to 940. We want 10 degrees advance at 940. Okay, so let's get up to 940. With 800, 850, 900, 940. What we got down here? We are at 0 here, and we've got 9 degrees advance there. We've got 10 degrees advance here, so that's within margin of error. Now we're going to switch over to our high scale and go up to 1300 and get the full advance. We're on the bottom scale now. There's 1000, 12, 1300. So we got a wave advance. There's 5, 10, 11, 12. There's 5, 10, and 13. So almost. We wanted 15 degrees at 1300, and we've got almost that because of tight springs. We got the new springs in there. Anyway, so we got you a distributor that will work just great. All right. Thank you very much. Let's see if there's, in case anybody asks, this is a hash mark right here. That is supposed to be there. That hash mark signifies the number one spark plug wire. And in case you ever have to change plug wires, this is where you start right here. This is the number one plug wire. And then as you can see, the rotation is clockwise. And there should be an arrow on the top here. Usually there's an arrow that tells you which way this turns. Anyway, you're all set. We got you a good distributor. Thank you.